Look, we're all having a good time. I've given here's the hard thing, right? Like I have 2 little girls. And all this advice I've given you guys is all advice for men, right? Spit in her mouth, use a carrot. Don't fight a black guy at night. These are all things that I could give to a little boy. I don't have any advice for little girls. And little girls are delicate, like you can't just raise it like a boy. A boy you put in the backyard like a dog, it raises itself. A girl, you say like one twisted little like, oh, you look good today. Oh, I'm fat. Like I got no advice for a little girl whatsoever. I remember my wife went on my daughter's first day of school, preschool. We're sitting around and my wife's like, get down on a knee and give her some like advice. I was like what? She's like, I don't know. Be the father she needs. And I'm like, what am I supposed to say? She's like, just think of something. So I get down on a knee and I'm like, hey, honey. Don't be a whore. Okay. I drove through here, back route because the traffic's bad. I was like, I'll just type in my navigation to address. My navigation system took me through Compton. Yeah, apparently it doesn't listen to the music I play inside it. And I didn't know until it was too late. It was like, take a right on Crenshaw Boulevard. And punch it. I'm like, what? Do not stop at red lights. Lock your doors. Roll up your windows. Go, 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 go. All right, let's talk about black people. Here we go. Hey, and look, it's funny because I was talking to my black friend the other day. Yeah, his name's Imaginary. And he said to me, right, we were talking about race and racism, and he goes, here's how you know if you're racist. He goes, how would you feel if your daughter brought home a black man? And I was like, as a present? He was like, no. I was like, I think I misunderstood it. Say it again, say it again. Let me give me another shot. Give me another shot. He was like, no, as a boyfriend. And I'm not talking some Barack Obama dude. I'm talking 6'7" Jerry curls going into a braid with gold teeth and baggy jeans and Timberlands and a big baggy jersey with a lump here that you think's a gun. And he walks in and he goes, what's up, Mr. K? My name's Lavernius. He was like, how would you feel? And now, as a white person, think about this. Because your knee-jerk reaction is to go, I'm cool with it. But then you think and you're like, that's my daughter. Like, is that... Wow. I'm like, listen, Imaginary, I'd like to say I'd be cool with it, but I don't think I'd be cool with it. He was like, what? I was like, yeah. He's like, why? I was like, because she's only 3. I'd be like, what? Where are my married couples at? Who's married in here? Right up front. Anyone married knows you got to always keep them guessing. In public, that's when I do it, when we're around a bunch of people. The other day, we're in the grocery store, right? And I scream out real loud. We're in the produce section. I go, honey! Now, my wife has been with me long enough to know nothing good is coming after honey. So she plays it off like, I don't know this guy. I don't know. No. I have no idea who this guy. Everyone else is looking. So I'm like, honey! I'm not going to bail out of this. I'm going to stick it like Mary Lou Retton. Honey! Honey! Will you grab her? Honey! Finally, she turns around and goes, what? And I say, this time, get a thin cucumber. You know you've done your job as a man. When a man you don't know walks past you and goes, you just made my day. And of course, and look, I got 2 little girls, so if I ever sound misogynistic, realize it's coming from a point of awakening. Of course, there was a woman there that didn't get the joke. Didn't appreciate the joke, didn't get it. I don't know, she just gets in my face and goes, excuse you, sir. That was inappropriate. Yeah, and she stands there like she's waiting for a rebuttal. not going to fade me. I stared her back in her face. I said, excuse you, ma'am. How about you get your mind out of the gutter? I'm putting it in her ass, not in mine. We're Christians. And I walked away. I go to pick up my guns. I got 2 guns. I got a shotgun too, but I broke it first day. Yeah, I thought I got the one that goes, but he sold me the one that went, hey. So I go to pick up my guns, and my arms dealer tells me, he's like, hey, man. He goes, I can't give you your guns. I said, why not? And he goes, none of your paperwork checks out. I go, what do you mean? He goes, all the bills are in your wife's name, your car's in your company's name. I can't give you your guns. I started laughing hysterically because all I thought to myself was, our system works? Like, how great is it that our system works? I looked at him laughing hysterically. I was like, dude, I feel safer knowing I can't get a gun than if you gave me 2 guns. I go, I'm so happy to know our system works. And he looks at me dead serious and he goes, oh, you're getting your fucking guns. I was like, wow, I don't feel so good about this anymore, Kevin. He's like, no, we have a workaround. This is what he did. Called my wife on the phone. Said, ma'am, I want you to print out a blank lease. Then fill it out saying you rent a room in your house to your husband. Fax it into me. I get it. I'll give him his guns. My wife was cackling on the other end of the phone. Sorry, we're at full occupancy, Kevin. She sends it in. I get my guns. I love my guns. I do love my guns. I'm the kind of idiot, yeah. I don't know if you're like me where you see a gun in a movie and I call up my arms dealer immediately. I was like, yo, Matrix, Agent Smith, what gun is that? He's like, Desert Eagle 50 caliber. I go, sign me up. He's like, I can't do a 50 caliber in California. I'll get you a 40 caliber. I'll do a workaround in the office. I'll get you what you need. He's like, you can get a long gun too. What long gun do you want? I go, I need a shotgun. He's like, I just sold you a shotgun. I go, yeah, you sold me the circumcised one. I want the uncircumcised one where you can pull the hood back, just. He's like, you don't want another shotgun, you want an AR-15. I was like, whoa, slow down, brother. I go, I might not be the right guy for an AR-15. I lost my Glock for 9 days. All my wife heard was AR-15 and comes marching in the kitchen. Is that motherfucker trying to upsell you on an AR-15? I'm like, bitch, men are talking. She's like, did you tell him you took your Glock in the shower with you? I'm like, woman. I go, Kevin, I'm not gonna be a part of the problem in this country. I'm gonna be a part of the solution. I'm not getting another one of these killing machines and putting it out into the population and losing it for 9 days and some kid finding it. All I want is my Desert Eagle 50 caliber and a shotgun. My wife's next to me, she goes, that's the man I married. Kevin's on the other end of the phone, he goes, am I on speaker right now? I said no, and he goes, all right, cool, I'll have the AR-15 waiting for you. I said, bro, I really don't want the gun. He goes, like, give me 10 seconds and listen to me. Bert, in the event of an apocalypse. I'm like, still listening? He's like, this is the best gun to defend you and your family. I couldn't even help myself. I was like, can you get me the one with a bump stock on it? My wife heard me say that and canceled my fucking lease. I'm at the zoo with my 2 daughters, right? And like I said, they kind of act like lunatics. So this blind lady comes walking through the zoo with her like cane. And at first I'm like, where does she think she's at? Like, what does she enjoy the smell of animal poo and the cries of desperation? Like, help, kill me! I'm a monkey on concrete, I want to die! Now, my daughter sees the cane and goes, oh, great, let's take her legs out. I don't know what she was thinking. But my daughter just upends this lady. I mean, just goes running at her. Now, she didn't see her, obviously, but just, and you'd think, being blind, she'd fall much better than she did. Seriously, you'd think she'd fallen a few times, like, you know, oh, I got this, I'm blind, I do this all the time, but no, like, cane goes one way, big shoe another way, glasses are flying, and she hits the ground, and it is, like, silent. Everyone's like, oh, my God, and my daughter's laughing. She's like, ah! And the blind lady's just sitting there like, right. Well, luckily I had seen the movie Ray, so when people went in to help, I was like, no, she can get up herself.